Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Nikki and today I'm doing this very soft, subtle, soft glam makeup. But this is particular to a medium brown Indian skin girlies. Generally, when we say soft glam, what we see on pictures on internet is very fair, very pale pink, very fairy kind of makeup. But when it comes to brown skin, those shade doesn't work on us at all. They doesn't show up on your skin, or they look very grayish, very white and washed out. So yeah, I used very subtle mauve shades to create this look right here. So yeah, if you are interested how I got this look, then please keep watching. But before that, you guys know the drill. Please subscribe to my channel and hit that notification icon right there so that you can be part of my family. And without any further delay, let's get into my video. So first I'm going to start my makeup with the C Illuminator. This is a very lightweight formula. This is a product which gives you that luminosity from within, and you can apply it all over your face as it is for your daily use. In fact, it feels like nothing on your skin and it gives you a very healthy glow. So I'm just applying it to the center of my face and to the high points. I stay away from this area near my mouth because I need little bit of color correcting sometimes, so I don't want that area to be a bit luminous. So I don't know if camera is picking it up, but can you see the very healthy luminous glow on my face after applying this product without being thick or without giving any weight to my cheeks? So today I'm using this Haus Labs foundation and I'm in the shade 260 light medium cool. So when this foundation was first launched, I think last year, last year, so I choose the wrong shade because it has different color coding. It has a color coding like matte. For the warm and olive skin tones, it uses the word cool like NC, and for the cooler skin tones, it uses the word warm. I think so. Yeah. So yeah, I choose the wrong shade for me online, and I hated this foundation for over a year. But during a recent Sephora sale, I picked it up again and I fell in love because it has the perfect amount of olivey undertone, which is like my perfect match. Otherwise, apart from Armani and Dior, I don't find like my exact match. Can you see? Like, I'm applying this foundation, it gives me very beautiful skin, but it is exact match of my actual skin color. This is very rare to find, especially people with little bit of olive undertones. I have taken, I think, one pump of this foundation for now. I'm trying to keep it on the center of my face and then stretching it out to the outer corners. After the foundation, I'm using this Dior Forever Skin Corrector Concealer in the shade, not 3W, the other one. Yeah, in the shade 2WO Olive, 2 Warm Olive. And this is again one of my favorite concealer, mainly because of its color. I'm not going too bright under my eyes, and I'm using this A506 brush from BK Beauty, patting the concealer in rather than dragging it everywhere because I want to maintain the coverage where I actually have the concealer on. I'm taking whatever is there on my brush and just applying a tiny bit on my brow bones, not on my actual eyelids, because for me they make them very heavy and I don't like that heaviness on my eyelids. I'm just applying it on my brow bones for that cohesive look. Can you see like how beautiful this concealer is? I mean, because of the color, right? This foundation and this concealers for a warm olive undertone girl is just magic, if you found right. And I love them because of their olivey undertone with perfect amount of warmness and perfect amount of oliveness. Either the foundation concealer are too olive, or they are too warm, or they are neutral olive, which doesn't suit me. So yeah, it's very rare to find this kind of combination in your base products. So then I'm going with a damp beauty blender, just patting it all over my face to take off any excess. After this step, you can definitely go ahead and pinpoint the little imperfections because you have very sheer layer of foundation on your skin. But I like it this way, to have little imperfections like my pimple spot here showing, so that it will look more natural and more me rather than a masked skin, right? So now I am going in this Westman Atelier contour stick in the shade Biscuit. So I'm taking a little bit on my brush, evenly distributing it everywhere like this, and then taking off the excess and just going. The places I contour my skin are very different from a normal contour places because I have a rounder face from my lower end. I try to, you know, minimize this part of my cheeks. So I always go here and then I take a straight line to my neck. And this is why I love the shade Biscuit for my contour. It's so subtle for my skin tone. It gives me perfect kind of sculpting to my face without showing anything, any color. Same here, I'm taking little bit to my hairline and then straight line. And then of course, your jawline. For the blush, like whenever I think of soft glam, I just think of this shade right here. This is shade number 62 from Armani Cheek Tint. This is how it looks. It is a bit intense on my hand, but it gives a very sheer pink on my cheeks. So it is not very warm, not very cool. It looks very fresh on my skin. So I am coating my brush with this blush and evenly distributing it. And with the blush or the bronzer, you guys know the drill. Slowly build up the color, because if the color is showing on your cheeks as soon as the brush touches your cheeks, you have already applied too much. So yeah, it's good to work in layers and slowly apply everything by tapping very lightly on your cheeks. And then I'm going in with whatever is left on my brush and blending everything properly, and then going over the blush one more time. So I need to set my face now. So I'm taking my Chanel powder in B30 and taking this N14 from BK Beauty and very gently touching my under eyes to set everything, and near my nose. Taking very tiny amount of the same powder in a big fluffy powder brush like this, still taking off the excess and very gently touching everywhere else, just to, you know, lightly setting everything before going ahead. Now for the bronzer, I'm using my favorite bronzer. This is the Hermes bronzer in the shade Atlas, shade number 2. This is a very beautiful and subtle looking bronzer, and this shade, especially on my skin tone, it gives the perfect amount of warmth without looking too orangey or too warm. So I'm taking this powder brush, Pro Powder Brush number 50 from Sephora, and applying it to the places where just to mimic where sun, you know, naturally hits your face. Just on the side of my forehead, high points of my cheek. I'm trying to, you know, mix my bronzer or my blush to the side so that it is pink here, but when it goes here, it becomes more warm. And taking it, making sure to take it, you know, up to my hairline. Same on this side, and whatever is left, I'm very roughly applying it over my nose. So for my eyes today, I'm using this Huda Beauty Cool Matte Obsession palette. The shades are so beautiful in this palette for the look which I thinking about today. So first, I'm taking the combination of these two shades, this one and this one right here. Taking both, little bit of both the shades on my brush and applying it all over my eyelid, but starting off with the outer corner and going straight in. So this gives a very subtle, cool pink tone on my eyelids. Now the same combination, I'm taking it on a different brush and going over the lower lash line. So next I'm taking a combination of this and this one. It has, this is a combination of warm and cool toned pinkish brown on the same brush which I have used for my lower lash line. Taking it on the brush, removing the excess and going over the outer corner of my lash line, keeping it very near to the lashes. Then I'm taking an angular brush and taking only that a warmer brown shade, warmer brown pinkier shade. It doesn't have any shade numbers, so this corner one, and just applying it in an angular motion on the corner of my eyes. And then I'm taking the first brush I have used and very lightly blending everything because I want the look to be very soft. Next I'm taking this Sephora 24-hour colorful crayon contour eye pencil in the shade Tiramisu and just applying it at the outer base of my lashes. Now I'm using a MAC palette. This is Burgundy x9 eyeshadow palette from MAC, and I'm taking the combination of these two topper shade, this one and this one right here. This is very satin finish shade and it has some shimmer particles, and then going in on the center of my face, on the center of my eyes. And then once I'm done, whatever is left on my brush, I'm taking it to the inner corners in very subtle way. So I have applied some half lashes, and then I am going in with my favorite mascara. This is YSL Lash Clash, and pressing it on the roots of my original lashes to give a perfect amount of drama. The falsies are totally optional. I just went ahead and applied it because I have it handy, but this look is beautiful as it is without any falsies as well. The falsies make it a bit glam. Without falsies, it is a very soft, subtle glow. I'm not applying any mascara on my lower lashes, as always. And then now for the highlighter, I am going in with this highlight stick from Westman Atelier in the shade Petal. My favorite shade is Nectar for daily. Whenever I want my look to be more pinkier than the brown undertones, I want this Petal. This is a very beautiful shade. Let me show you on my hand. This is how it looks. Amazing. So I'm not applying it as it is. I'm taking my beauty blender and taking it on, then going over the high points of my cheek. Wow, this has very beautiful shift of lavender and pinks and silver. Beautiful. A little bit I'm taking on my bridge of my nose as well, and on my chin. I'm looking beautiful regardless. The lips are still panting, but still, wow. So for my lips, first I'm going in with this Endless Cacao from Makeup Forever. I'm going to very heavily outline my lips, especially the center part. And so first I apply a little bit of the shade and then I smudge it. I go in layers. Once this is done, then I'm taking my MAC pencil in Soar. For the lip color today, I'm going to apply the combination of these two shades right here. They are from Anastasia. They are in the shade Rosy Mauve and the Pale Mauve, Lip Velvet. So first I will take Rosy Mauve. And I'll go over the lip liner. And then I will go with the Pale Mauve, which is a very cool toned mauve shade. Just to the center of my lips. I'm tapping and kind of blending both the shades in one. And then I'm going with the same highlighter stick instead of the lip gloss, taking it on my finger and dabbing it on my lips. Now it has a perfect satin finish. In the end, just to make your blush last longer, I am using this shade Rosy Rosewood from Essence. It is similar shade or as Armani liquid blush, very lightly, and just tapping it over my blush. So that's it, guys. This is the finished look. This is my version of soft glam on a Indian brown skin. When we say soft glam, the whole internet is with the pictures of this very subtle, fair, pale pink kind of makeup. But when it comes to medium to brown skin like us, those colors don't work on us. So this is my version, what works on my skin. Do let me know in the comments if you like it and if you want to try it on your own. So yeah, this is it for today. So till my next video, bye bye, take care.